Hey guys, Courtney, lost puppy. I do not know why she does that. Okay, so I figured I'd give you guys a little different look at the property. So house is there, entrance driveway's over there, exit is way over on that side. This is the well and the power. So what is going to happen when the house build starts, foundation, all that stuff, is the garage is going to be set as close to that as possible. I know it has to be a certain, so many feet away from the well, whatever, but the garage is going to be as close to that as possible. And then off of the garage is going to be, I'm hoping that the tiny house can be used. If not, the house would start, it's connected to the garage, and the house would expand this whole area where their fence is, and I come over this way, and then everything that I'm walking in right now and back further would all be their dog run, and the house would probably come to, I'm guessing, I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing probably to here. That might even be, I don't know, but that's about where it's going to be. So where the house is now is going to be the start of the foundation, and then foundation is either going to come out this way a little bit or whatever, stay there, come all the way back, go over by the well. That's going to be the garage and the house foundation. Now it is going to be a barn dominium, but instead of having like the garage under the barn dominium or multiple levels, whatever, I'm putting the garage off to the side so that I don't have any stairs I need to be climbing. I don't have to worry about the dogs. What are you doing? Are you that tired that you don't want to lay down but you can't hold your head up? You goofball. Anyway, it's going to be a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 2.5 car garage. The garage is going to have a loft in it with, it does have a staircase, but it's I don't know the actual name for it. They told me, but I forgot. It's basically like you can take 2 steps per stair, like 2-foot steps on each step. So they're really wide steps. And that just makes it easier for people like myself that have issues with like stairs and leg mobility and whatever. But that's going to be like storage, get everything out of my storage unit, be able to put it up there and whatnot. There is going to be a mudroom between the garage and the house, and the mudroom is going to have the washer and dryer, a bunch of cabinets, a dog wash in there that is a walk-in dog wash, because there's no way I'm lifting her. No way. And Maya would not even, there's no way I can get her feet off the ground. So it's going to be a walk-in dog wash. And then their run is actually going to go, I believe it starts at the back of the garage, and then it's going to come straight out, go back this way quite a ways. This is all going to be filled in and whatever. But they're going to have a full acre fenced in backyard for them. There is going to be a property fence with field fencing and possibly a hot wire depending on any more issues with wildlife, like the bobcats, the bears, coyotes, wolves, you name it, they're around. So that might be a thing. I'm not 100% sure with the hot wire, but it's definitely in the talks. It is going to, like I said, a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. My bathroom is going to be connected to my bedroom, along with like a walk-in closet that, it's just going to be nice and big, and a nice soaking tub for me. And then the 2nd bedroom is going to have like a Murphy bed that I can put up when I don't have company over, and use that as like a craft room, spare room, whatever. Now, if the tiny house cannot be connected between the garage and the house, because I was hoping it could, And then the tiny house would actually act as like the mudroom, and then walking into the house from the mudroom. If that is not a possibility, then I think the tiny house would be moved. I'm not exactly sure where. It would probably end up over here somewhere, maybe back in here. Not 100% sure, but that would be like my little craft studio. All my paintings, my crafts, different stuff I like to build, whatever. And it can just stay in there. I can work in there. Don't have to worry about dogs getting anything, knocking my paintings down, putting paintings away. So yeah, I don't know. They have to come in and they have to check out the outside of it. They have to check on the inside of it, see if that would be a possibility. They said it all depends on that. So kind of hoping it can be added to the house, because that would just be awesome. But if not, it's going to be used one way or another. Crew's just all hanging out. I'm extremely happy for them to be getting a huge backyard. I mean, like I said, they're going to have a full acre fenced in backyard. And the house itself is going to have like a covered walkway, basically, like all the way around the house, at least the back side, and then around the edge, and then the front, I believe. I don't think it goes all the way around. I don't know, maybe it does. But they will have a nice little covered area out there. They're going to have different dog houses, dog beds, furniture, anything for them to keep them happy and safe and content. And then with the other little run, it's not going to be able to be there, because that's going to be my front yard. And the house is going to start... Honestly, the house is probably going to start where the fence is. So they would be in the very front of the house, and I want a front yard. So I'm going to have to think of something for Stella to get her own little yard. I am going to try working her back in with everybody. I am waiting on a muzzle for Maya, because if Stella tries to go after Maya, I don't want Maya. Stella's not going to hurt her. She's not going to hurt her, and I can stop Stella very quickly. Maya, on the other hand, she has the biggest mouth and biggest teeth out of all of the dogs here. And with her being a stray, I only know a little bit of how she was treated before I got her. And there's just some things that I'm not going to push. Like, I'm not going to try to grab her during a dog fight. It's not going to happen. That's extremely dangerous and just stupid, so I'm not going to do it. But I am going to try getting Stella back in there. Hopefully, maybe not this weekend. I don't know. It depends when her muzzle comes. Because as soon as that comes, I will be getting her back out there with everybody to see how it goes. If it goes great, fine, perfect. Let's keep on doing it. And then as long as I know she's not going to go after anybody and Maya's not going to have an issue with her, then she doesn't need to wear the muzzle anymore. Now, when you have a pack of dogs, you know, fights can happen. You know, like, not every dog gets along with every other dog. I have been very lucky that my crew, and even my past crew, has gotten along with everybody. This was just a very bad timing with Stella going into heat, having a bunch of hormonal changes, and she just wasn't happy. She still does have quite a few hormonal somethings going on right now. So like a false pregnancy, I believe she's going through, and that, you know, there's still a ton of hormones going on. So I'm kind of waiting until that stops to see if she can go back in with everybody. But, you know, she's got her little buddy down here that she can be with. And when Maya wants to go in the house, I'll put her in the house, and then I let Stella come out here and play with the girls. And there's been no issues. But she's never had issues with anybody. She grew up with everybody. So it just kind of blew my mind. Anyway, back to the house. So coming out here, you know, this is just the driveway. This whole area, none of this is going to be here. This is just here for now because my garden area was not ready. And I didn't have a flat area to put everything, so that's why it ended up here. but I am going to have like a big willow tree. It's actually a white willow tree. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you have not seen it, Google it, look it up. It is beautiful. But I'm gonna put that out here. I'm gonna have a lot of like my Buddha stuff and just a nice relaxing area to just sit, hang out, take pictures, whatever. And then looking this way, you would see the front of the house. And you know, like I said, barn dominium. So it's got a big walkway all around the house. Over here, basically right here where my truck is, would be the little mud room and dog wash. And then right here would be the 2.5 car garage with the loft. Just kind of hanging out, waiting, finalizing everything and getting all the plans underway. And yeah, but I am super excited. Cannot wait. I was going to take that gravel pad right there, dig it up and put it in my driveway. But the more I thought about it, I know I'm not going to be very good at it. And I'm probably going to make more of a mess than not. So I haven't touched it because, well, I just haven't. You know, when they come up here to mark everything and measure everything, and, you know, if they have a use for it, great. If they can't, then it will be going in my driveway regardless. But that is what the plan is for Lost Puppy Ranch, for the house anyway. Hope you guys have a great day. And as always, make good choices.